Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tornado Softball Field as we join you in a game currently in progress. As we're here in the top of the first, Sandusky takes an early lead on Tiffin Columbian as they jump out with an early triple and then an RBI single. And the Blue Streaks are on the board here, 1-0 here at Tiffin Columbian Softball Field. Nate Mullins on the call with you today. Greg the Wizard Kinn on production. We have Lathan Chapman on the outfield camera today as we're going to have a couple different pitch cams, essentially, as just can't get the angle that we normally can on first or third base side. Nice diving catch.
Wow. No.
They're going to say out on the catch, but safe is the runner as she retreats back to first. A diving catch in center field.
Yeah, a little bit different camera angle here today, but not a bad one.
Yeah,
Doing
absolutely.
a good job out there, guys. Probably zoom in a little bit more if they can hear me.
Addie Smith on the mound for Tiffin Columbian. This one hit just over the glove of the second baseman. Right fielder picks it up. The relay to the plate is not in time. And 2 runs are on the board for the Blue Streaks, as that was an RBI double.
Catcher number 38, Savannah Palmer.
Let's start writing down some names here, Greg.
Courtesy runner coming.
Well, you know, Nate, I'm just the graphics guy, but last night I was doing a little bit of looking, just glancing at the Sandusky team, and like I told Lathan, I told, the new kid's name?
Donnie.
Donnie. I was going to call him Danny for some reason. I told Donnie on the way over here, I said, just by glancing at this team on the internet, they look like they're pretty tough. They look like a pretty good team here. So
Yeah.
not surprising at all to see them get out to the start.
These two teams very familiar with each other as they are both out of the SBC Lake. This is the Division III Northwest 3 District Sectional Final.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that middle of May and somebody's season could already be done here, Nate.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about before this one.
Ooh.
It's just hard to think. It's the first real nice weather day we've had for baseball in a while, and one of these teams is going to be done after this.
Son decided to show up here today, show up a lot too. Shoot.
Absolutely. This one grounded to short. Shortstop up with it. Throw over to first. Unable to field it cleanly.
Man. Just a little low there, and she went to reach for it. It just hit her glove and hit the ground.
Left fielder number 10, Amari Prentice.
The one hop hit right in front of the first baseman's glove. And so runner is safe. We have runners at first and third with just 1 out. It's 2-0 Sandusky here in the top of the first.
Running for the catcher will be number 8, Layla Nestor.
As we mentioned, both these teams having played each other twice this year, as Sandusky having lost both games, as Columbian won the first one back in April, on April 10th, 14-3 here at the Tornado Softball Field. And then just about a week ago, on the 9th, Columbian picked up a win on the road in Sandusky. 18-10 was the final for that one. So they won both games, and between those 2 games, Greg, they hung 32 runs.
Oh, I thought you had said Sandusky won that first match.
No.
My bad.
No, Columbian won the first one, and they won the second one, so they won both. Season sweep. But hey, as we always say, Greg, it's so hard to beat a team 3 times in the same season.
Yeah, absolutely, Nate.
Especially when you start talking about, that first game was a little lopsided, but Columbian you know, they put a lot of runs on the board in that last game, but Sandusky still put up 10 against them in that game. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Runners at second and third now. One out.
Camera guy needs to go to the right. There you go, Lynn. I was going to say, we're not getting the pitch, the batter in there.
That one swung on and missed.
Tell you what, Nate, you know how big of a fan I am of football and football season and whatnot, but I love that the helmets that the Lady Streaks wear here look exactly like the football helmets.
Right?
Exactly like the football helmets. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Addie Smith gets the strikeout. And that's 2 away here in the top of the first.
Right fielder number 9, Isabel Sarter.
Isabel Sarter, the right fielder, at the plate for Sandusky.
There you go. Find it. Get there.
This one hit into left field. It's going to score a run. And the throw in, not in time. So runners at first and third now, still 2 outs. And the Blue Streaks put another one on the board.
First baseman number 25.
It's 3-0.
Johnson.
Wasting no time here today, Nate.
Well, they know they might not get a chance once Addie Smith settles in. You know, she's tough. Runner is off, and there will be no throw. This one fouled back into the net. Gave our Sky Cam a little bit of a bump there.
Tell you, Nate, in a few years that I've been coming down here to the softball field, my niece played a few years back with, I think it's the Twisters, what they called that league or something. She used to play some games down here, and, you know, we covered games the last few seasons. Man, look at the things that they've done to this place.
The improvements that they've made down here.
It's unreal. Unreal. I'm just looking at it as you're fixing the camera there, just like looking at this backstop.
This wasn't here. When we first started covering games down here, this was not here.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Like,
this one hit into the air. And the shortstop ranges out and makes the play for the final out. Avoiding a collision there. Potential disaster.
This is a scary one for sure.
But the Blue Streaks put 3 on the board in the top of the first. Lady Tornadoes due up to bat. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. First, we'd like to thank our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, as we had a little bit of trouble getting things set up. Just some issues with some things down here, mostly internet. That's always an issue down here for whatever reason. It's not too friendly with us down here, Greg.
Yeah, internet's always got to be strong and good for us to bring you the coverage that we want to bring you guys. And there's a lot of hooking up stuff, cameras and whatnot. And like you said, Nate, we had a little bit of issue with figuring out where our main camera was going because apparently we couldn't be where we're normally at during the game. So that's one of the reasons we came into the game a little late. It's kind of waiting until we actually had a shot for you guys. So.
But once again, we want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. This thing just don't want to stay up, does it?
Yeah, no, so I just kind of giggled about it. Well, folks, this is tournament time. We're in tournament season here.
That's right.
We need sponsors to cover these games. We just read the list there, and that's the list of sponsors we have for the regular season there. And hopefully we'll have all of them still on board here for these tournament games and some more.
Pitcher number 11.
We're always looking to add more, that's for sure, but we can't thank these sponsors enough for their contributions during the regular season. And this one was an IOU game here, Greg, as normally we would like to get, obviously new sponsors on for a tournament game, but we couldn't cover
Ran out of softball games.
Yeah, we were supposed to cover them on Tuesday in Attica, and we were not able to be there for that one.
We'll have to see here today, Nate, if the the Lady Tornadoes run out of softball games themselves, or if they give us some more to cover.
That's right. The winner of today's game will go on to face Norwalk, the number 2 seed, next Thursday in Willard. That's the district semifinal. 6 o'clock first pitch for that one. Swung on and missed. Addie Smith at the plate for Tiffin Columbian. Swung on and missed.
See this pitcher here for Sandusky. She's a smart one. She's got the face mask on there. She knows better than to take one of them softballs right to the face off the bat.
I think they all wear that now. I think they pretty much have to. I think it's part of the rules, but that's a cool looking face mask.
That's something I haven't really noticed until today, so maybe I'm just behind on the times as usual.
That one low.
Who do you think makes the decisions for what their uniform choices are going to be each year?
Usually it's it's an administration thing. Mostly the head coaches.
I was just wondering. I'm looking,
but it has to be approved.
Kind of looking at these Colombian uniforms, kind of unique to me. Not exactly what I would expect them to wear. You don't see a lot of strong gold. Whoa! Sent that one back behind us there.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is becoming annoying.
Little plastic table can't handle it.
Well, it has nothing to grab a hold of underneath. That's the problem. Like, there's nothing that's grabbing under.
Ooh.
So it just wants to slip. Yeah, it's getting really annoying. It was working just fine earlier, and then just it decided it didn't want to work now. It's like, nope, we're done.
Yeah, it's plastic table, but it's always. Send her down to first there.
Shortstop, number 3, Emma Doherty.
Got to bring up Emma Doherty. Come on. All right.
Conversation here.
A little bit of a mound visit, but more of a conversation between the coach and the umpires here.
We'll go ahead and call it that.
Anything
to get our sponsors some time on the air.
That's right.
Here at the ball field, starting with festivities at 1 p.m. Games begin against Tiffin Calvert at 1:30.
Is there anything old Kurt Malott doesn't do, Nate?
No, there's not. He wears a lot of hats. Busy guy.
It's good to see you down here today.
I'm not. If he's got a chance to catch a baseball or softball game, he's going to try.
Yeah, but there's probably 5 happening every day around here.
Oh, yeah. Well, his daughter's only at one of them, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I absolutely forgot about that.
That pitch gets away from the catcher, so the runner will advance from first to second. That's their steel sound effect. This is ours.
We need to get the old, what's his name? Tommy does it all the time. I can't think of it. Zoidberg. Or whatever. He does it all the time to me. Pretty sure he even has the emote in Fortnite that does that. Good thing the camera wasn't on me right now. You would have just saw me dancing like a crab.
Swung on and missed.
Somebody's car alarm's going off.
Hopefully it's not mine.
Doesn't say. I think it's making other ones go off. Starting a symphony over there.
This one hit back up the middle, and it gets down. They're going to send the runner home, and the throw is off the mark. So Doherty into second with an RBI single will stretch it to a two-base. They will give her a single, but I don't think they'll give her the double. Another runner at second base, still one out. And the Tornadoes get their first run on the board. It's 3-1, Lady Streaks.
That's just nice the way that hit just dropped. Dropped right in the perfect spot where you weren't going to get underneath of that one.
This one hit into right field. Right fielder under it, and this one all the way to the fence.
Oh, man.
She lost it in the sun. The throw into the infield goes over the head of the second baseman. Another run will score for the Tornadoes, and they've closed that deficit down to just one. It's a 3-2 ball game now.
Yeah, you can.
That was a well-hit ball there.
I'm already starting to see how these last two games ended up in double-digit scores for them.
Brianna McNutt send that one flying. This one popped up on the infield.
Where's it going?
Right to the shortstop, who makes the play for out number 2. That was Layla Heyman at the plate.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Corinne Plotz.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Corinne Plotz. Plotz batting .300 on the season, 15 hits and 50 at-bats. So is this like a smoke alarm situation going on here? People just ignoring it?
I'm surprised.
Like we're just like not.
I have a headset
whatever.
on and I can hear that. Come on.
Whatever. Who cares? There goes one of them.
Courtesy runner number 5 for 15.
We have a courtesy runner here
Now running at second base.
as Gabriella Conley checks into the game. This one fouled back into the net.
Come on, Corinne.
Middle right side, ladies. Middle right side. Go the other way. Go the other way hard. Go the other way hard. Find a gap now.
The 0-1 skips into the dirt, and it's 1-1. Where'd our background music go, Greg?
Stop.
I was just about to start making a beat. That one high.
I love how I didn't notice right away that it stopped, but now that I notice, my brain just feels much more peaceful. I'm like, yeah.
It's like when you turn off a fan, you're like, that's what that was?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, I can unclench my jaw now?
I don't know if everybody gets there or not, if we're just weirdos.
That one grounded down the third base line, fair.
Yeah, it just stayed in there.
Conley will score. And Corinne Plotz is in safely with a stand-up RBI double.
Man.
And it's a tie ball game, 3-3.
Macy Milan.
They've just been making that easy. They keep hitting it, making a score, and stopping on second base. I don't even have to change the base.
Right. Making your job easy for you, Greg.
They're like, yeah, second. We're just going to go straight to second.
That'll bring up Maisie Malott.
Through the middle, girl. Through the middle.
Malott sends this one flying into left field.
Oh.
But the left fielder ranges over to make the play for the final out. She gave it a ride. But that'll be the end of one.
At Tornado Field.
It's tied at 3 between Tiffin Columbian and the Lady Streaks. We'll step aside, take a time. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to tournament softball here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here today on a gorgeous Thursday evening. And I mean gorgeous, folks. This is the best weather we've had all year for any kind of baseball, softball game that we've had.
Yeah. And you can tell that both teams feeling it here. First inning, both of them able to put up 3 runs, and they're ready to get rolling.
Yeah, Sandusky might have got here a little late, but they got off the bus hot.
They weren't ready to get rolling, apparently, on the way here. Oh!
This one hit into center field. The center fielder ranges under it to make the play for out number 1.
Leadoff hitter, the second baseman, number 1, Myjan Wiley.
So that'll bring up Myjan Wiley.
Let's go, kid. Don't slow the arm down. Throw it harder.
Man, if I ever played any sports, I'd probably wear earplugs. I don't want to hear anybody telling me how to do it.
Nope. The 1-0 is fouled straight back. I thought Adrian was going to snag that one, but she forgot her glove at home. This one popped up straight up the elevator shaft, and the catcher will snag it. Nice play there.
Shortstop, number 11, Akila Jones
strolling to the plate.
Shortstop, number 11, Akila Jones
strolling to the plate.
You cheater.
I waited. I waited for him to mess it up before I said it. This one fouled off to the right.
That's a pretty lucky spot where it fell there, right next to that nice truck. It was ready to pull out of the parking lot. Man, I'm such a sucker for the line that they have on the backstop. And
I like yeah, absolutely, and especially dark.
When it pops, man, like
does everything you need it to, and that.
Yeah. Actually, both these teams actually really enjoy.
It's gonna hit fair.
Wow.
Down the right field line. I mean, that was just by inches.
Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't get the camera.
Barely.
That one, I was watching that one. I didn't get the camera switched fast enough. My bad. I need to stop doing that. Sometimes I get so caught up in the game.
You're watching the game.
Oh, my God. Because it's right here in front of me. I just look up. But, that's a sign of a good game, though.
Absolutely. That one in there for a strike from Addie Smith.
2 outs already. If I get another one here, it'd be a whole different inning and get out of here with no score.
Runner off. Oh. Throw down is not in time.
It's a little off the mark there, too. Kind of brought her off the base.
Yeah.
Ball front infield.
Wasn't going to make that play.
Michaela Popke at the plate. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. And Addie Smith rears back and fires that one past her for the final out. Blue Streaks leave one stranded. It's tied at 3 apiece as we head to the bottom of the second. Nate Mullins, Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Lathan Chapman and Donnie Hannum running our main cam for us. Getting a great shot there from left field. As typically it's a first baseline shot, but Greg, I'm telling you, I like this shot.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I like that.
Kind of, we working with what we had.
Yeah.
The spot that they wanted us to be in wasn't going to work for us. It was terrible angle behind a concrete dugout. There was no signal there, so I said,
they're shoving us in a corner here. I know.
So get on down that baseline there out in the field. At least you can get a shot from there. Like, they're doing a great job of doing it too, especially for this is kind of not the normal.
That's right.
So we kind of stuck them in a spot and said, hey, work with it. And these are 2 new camera guys, so doing a great job out there today.
Absolutely.
Fellas.
Yeah, we wanted to be there on Tuesday for the softball game over in Attica. Columbian played Seneca East. Greg, they decided to go ahead and try to play the game because of the weather, and that would be in the last regular season game. Yeah. I looked at that radar, and I'm like, I'm just not taking that chance. I don't want to get caught over there and get, some kind of a torrential downpour. Now, I don't know if that's what happened or not, but they end up calling that game after 3 innings because of the rain. So I guess on our part, it was a good call not to be over there, but I still wanted to be there.
Yeah.
I hate missing games.
Yeah, but I also hate setting stuff up for 3 innings and getting rained on, too. So
100%.
it's definitely the right choice to make there. But, these teams, they want to play. So they weren't gonna shy away from at least trying it that day.
Emma Blott at the plate for Lady Tornadoes. The 0-1 is outside. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Lady Tornadoes. As Blott watches that one outside, it's 2-1. Kaylee Summers on the mound for the Blue Streaks. I'll get you some looks at some of her stats here in just a minute, as I was able to find some on Max Preps before we were able to leave. They're one of, there's 6 teams in the SBC Lake. Only 2 teams recorded stats on MrHiggins.net. As that one swung on and missed, it's 2-2 here on Emma Blott. But I was able to find some stat preps. Let's take a look at Kaylee Summers' pitching stats on the year. She's 5-7 with a 4.39 ERA. 89 innings pitched. 56 earned runs allowed, 90 strikeouts. Faced 466 batters this year, Greg.
Putting in a lot of work this season.
And the payoff pitch misses the strike zone, and Emma Blott draws a leadoff walk.
Left fielder, number 4, Issa Aller.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Issa Aller. Tried to lay down the bunt there, but just went foul.
Make sure you get back to third. Strong top hand. Get back to third. Push it.
She shows bunt. Gets it down right in front of the plate. Nicely done. She moves the runner over and does her job. So a runner will move over from first to second. 1 out. And we're back to the top of the order with Addie Smith.
I can't believe how wild the internet is down here in this spot. It is insane. I'm literally jumping from 0 to 5,000 like back and forth and stuff. So yeah. So if this game isn't up to quality, as usual, we'll do what we always do. We'll upload it afterwards. But
Yeah. This one hit
oh man,
left center, and this has gone
Oh,
over the fence and out. A home run for Addie Smith.
wow.
And that was just about as far as you can hit that ball to get it out, Greg.
Yeah, you aren't kidding, Nate.
Almost straight away center field. Clears the fence. And the Tornadoes take the lead. So she's doing her part as the pitcher there, Greg. Now she's giving herself a lead to work with.
Makes it easy on yourself.
Absolutely. 2 down here in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, number 9, Olivia Steinmetz.
That'll bring up Olivia Steinmetz, the third baseman, batting .290 on the year.
It's only 4-3, Nate.
It's 4-3. There was only one on when she hit that one.
Maybe my math is wrong, and then I thought that would be 2 points or 2 runs. There was one on already.
No, there wasn't one on. There was nobody on.
Oh, I thought there was one on. My bad.
This one hit to short, and the shortstop, her throw takes the first baseman off the bag, so Steinmetz is safe.
Shortstop, number 3, and the Doherty.
Her second hit of the ball game. I'm sorry, second time she reached base today. She scored back in the first on a walk. Now she reaches base on a hit. And that'll bring up Emma Doherty. Doherty hitting .323 on the year. 21 hits and 65 at-bats. Couple of homers, 8 doubles. This one hit back up the middle. Shortstop, underhands to second, and that's in time for the final out. But the Tornadoes take the lead. It's 4-3 Tiffin Columbian after 2. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Tornado Softball Field. We are here for this division and Sandusky. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. Lathan Chapman and Donnie Hannum manning our action camera.
So we'll take a look at the sky cam, but it's not the best today, Nate.
It's just, yeah, the pitcher
Number 5, Serenity Klein.
doing her part.
Stepping up to the plate is
The pitcher
number 5, Serenity Klein.
doing her part.
Stepping up to the plate is the catcher, number 38, Savannah Palmer.
That'll bring up the catcher, Savannah Palmer. Talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering. This one fouled back into the net and over the net. Hot potato. Patient approach, and then also some solid defense today. If you have a bunch of errors against this Tiffin Columbian team, they're just going to steamroll that. They take that momentum and they just it feeds that team, Greg. And that's one thing you really don't want to do is give them any kind of momentum because they can put up runs in bunches. So
Yeah, they've made that evident twice now in their meetings this season. So
32 runs in the 2 meetings between these 2 teams at Tiffin Columbian hung on Sandusky. And I'm sure the Blue Streaks have that in mind here today as they come into this matchup.
they got off to a hot start this one. They definitely were trying to get out ahead.
Yeah.
Drive those legs, Addy. Drive your legs.
Now here, we made it to the 3rd inning, and they found themselves behind.
For Tiffin Columbian today, it's get runners on, move runners over, bring runners in. Do what you got to do to get runs on the board. And I think they did a great job of that in the 1st inning to tie the game up at 3. And then obviously the long ball gave them the lead. But I think if they're going to be successful today, Greg, they're going to have to string together some hits. Get runners on, move them over, and bring them in. However you need to do that, make it happen. Whether it's walks, singles, hit by pitch, whatever you got to do, get them on, get them over, and get them in. The throw is off the mark to the 3rd baseman. And so we'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd base. That'll bring up
Fielder number 10,
Amari Prentice to the plate.
Yeah. What you're talking about there for Columbian is kind of like you said, with momentum, so that's just the keys to building that momentum right there.
That's absolutely right. And of course, those keys brought to you by our friends at Lee's Floor Covering. If you're going to, I keep trying to tell people, like, flooring is not something you want to try to do yourself. Because, yeah, it might look good for a couple months, but the traffic on that floor, that's what's going to make it look like, I keep trying to tell people, like, flooring is not something you want to try to do yourself. Because, yeah, it might look good for a couple months, but the traffic on that floor, that's what's going to make it look like a DIY job. After about 6 months, you're going to be, because they know what they're doing.
Isabel Sarter.
So stop over and see our friends at Lee's Floor Covering because they know what they're doing.
Isabel Sarter.
So stop over and see our friends at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin, one of our proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Nice job there to get up underneath that one and snag it.
Going to be in time, and she got her. What a throw by the left fielder.
Yeah, that was a great job because
that was actually the center fielder who came over to make that play because the left fielder she misplayed the ball. The center fielder ranges over to snag that one, and I'll tell you what, that was a missile from left field. Heck of a throw to get the runner out there.
Oh, absolutely. That could have been a big, big disaster there, Nate.
This one fouled back into the net. Alidra Johnson at the plate. Tied at 4 apiece now. Runners at 1st and 3rd. I'm sorry, runner at 3rd. No, there's not a runner at 1st. This one hit into left field, and Aller camps under it to make the play for the final out. But the Blue Streaks tie it up here in the top of the 3rd. It's 4-4 in this Division III sectional final. OHSAA Tournament Softball here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here. These sponsors have helped us bring live high school sporting events all season long, baseball and softball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And we'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State. Heart of Ohio Sports. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Tiffin Columbian due up to bat. You'll have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters.
Hitter, number 15.
So far here, Nate, it seems like both these teams are playing as if this would be the last game if they were to
Absolutely.
They're bringing it all here.
Kaylee Summers on the mound. This will be her 3rd inning of work. Kaylee Summers on the mound. This will be her 3rd inning of work. This one grounded back to the pitcher. Fields throws over to first. Out number 1. Three balls, 1 strike. This one popped up, third base side. And the third baseman ranges over to make the play for out number 2.
Right fielder, number 1, Corinne Plotz.
That'll bring up Corinne Plotz. This one hit into center field. Back, and gone. Another home run. Corinne Plotz sends that one sailing into center field and nearly took out our center field camera.
Just about.
For Plotz, that's home run number 1 on the season.
Love the music that they're playing for it. So epic sounding.
I wonder if that's her first home run.
Hey, man, every home run feels like the first home run, though, right?
Yeah, they're going to need another ball.
Center fielder, she can't find her bat. Number 8, Macy Mullins.
Can't believe this announcer guy's over here is teasing players like that.
Can't believe that. Just letting her have it.
I can't find her bat. I tell you, it's hard to look at this computer screen with that sound in my eyes today.
It is brutal today, isn't it?
Duck down in this tent.
Maisie Malott sends this one flying into the left field. And the left fielder camps under it to make the play for the final out. But the Tornadoes take the lead once again on the strength of another home run.
It's back and forth.
It's 5-4 Tiffin Columbian after 3. We'll step aside, take a timeout. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here at Tornado Softball Field. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you here today. A beautiful Thursday evening for baseball and softball as we're here for this tournament softball game. Division 3, Northwest 3. This is the sectional final. As the throw over to first is in time.
So our camera guy had a hard time figuring out where that one went. I see him looking back and forth for it.
Beautiful play by the shortstop there.
Not the Quagmire.
Second baseman, number 1, Majan Wiley.
Emma Doherty, beautiful play to make that one, throw it over in time. Myjon Wiley at the plate.
These two teams been battling this one out here so far, like a chess match back and forth.
That one in the dirt. 2-0 here on Wiley. Wiley's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Watches that one high, and it's 3-0. Tried the floater.
Yeah, that's the word I was just going to say. I was like, that one's just trying to float in there. Trying to throw it, throw that one off speed like that, get you a swing at it.
Remember the old Rookie of the Year movie?
Make you look like a goof.
Remember that movie, Greg? Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, a long time ago.
The Chicago Cub kid.
Shortstop number
Tendon in his elbow.
The classic, yeah. He could throw the ball real hard or whatever.
So runner at first base with 1 out. And that'll bring up Akila Jones. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit into right field. This one back, and all the way to the fence.
Oh.
Hits in front of the fence. And the throw in. Cut off by the shortstop, but runners now at second and third with 1 out. And that was a well-hit ball there by Akila Jones.
Yeah.
Third baseman number 5.
And she's now 2 for 3 on the day. This one skips in there to Michaela Popke. Go through the starting lineups here in just a moment, brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. In there for a strike to Michaela Popke. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, fouled to the right, and out of play, first base side. The 2-2 up high. Ooh. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one misses.
Man.
And she puts her on base. Now the bases are loaded.
Pitcher number 36.
For Kaylee Summers. Summers is 2 for 2 on the day. A couple of singles. Actually, a single and a double. A couple of singles. I was right the first time.
When we talk about big hitters, Nate, this girl right here looks like she's got the power to put this one out. And with the bases loaded, that could be explosive.
Where we're going, infield. That's why. What the situation is, where we're going. Yeah.
Summers on the season batting .509. 27 hits and 53 at-bats. This one fouled back and out of play. Luckily steered clear of the blue car out there. Summers has 13 RBIs on the season. She'd love to add to that total here. This one hit into center field. Center fielder under it, makes the play for out number 2. The throw in is not going to be in time. It's cut off by the pitcher. And so the Blue Streaks will tie it up at 5 apiece on that sac fly by Kaylee Summers. And that'll bring up the catcher, Savannah Palmer. That one gets away. The runner will advance from first to second, but everybody else stays put. Up high, it's 2-0. The 2-0 in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Addie Smith. That's a good looking shot. The 2-1 popped up on the infield, and Doherty puts it away for out number 3. But the Blue Streaks, those pesky Blue Streaks, they stay.
There's just back and forth in this one.
Stay in it, and they keep it tied. It's 5 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn on the call with you, as we have Lathan Chapman and Donnie Hannum doing a great job on the action camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports as we get ready to start the bottom of the 4th. Let's go through our starting lineups, brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. For the Sandusky Lady Streaks, leading things off, top of the order, Myjon Wiley, the second baseman. Batting second, Akila Jones, the shortstop. Batting third, Michaela Popke, the third baseman. Batting cleanup, the pitcher, Kaylee Summers. Batting fifth, the catcher, Savannah Palmer. Batting sixth, Amari Prentice, the left fielder. Batting seventh, Isabel Sartor, the right fielder. Batting eighth, Alidra Johnson, the first baseman. And rounding out the order, Lauren Dubois, the center fielder, batting ninth. There's your starting lineup for the Sandusky Lady Streaks. And for the Tiffin Columbian Lady Tornadoes,
Leading off.
your starting lineup.
Is the second baseman, number 12, Emma Block.
Batting first is Addie Smith, the pitcher. Batting second, Olivia Steinmetz, the third baseman. Batting third, Emma Doherty, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, Bree McNutt, catcher. Batting fifth, Layla Heyman, the first baseman, as that one misses for a ball. Batting sixth, Corinne Plotz, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Maisie Malat, the center fielder. Batting eighth, Emma Blott, the second baseman.
Whoa.
And batting ninth, Issa Aller, the left fielder. There's your starting lineups, brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments.
Gonna have to invest in some new equipment if they keep hitting balls like that.
Mm-hmm. They're testing the strength of it for sure today. Time called.
Had to take a time to
Clear up a rule.
educate somebody.
This one hit foul down the third baseline. Kate Fote did a little Olay to get out of the way of that one.
Trying to figure out what I'm seeing in my camera shot sometimes. The court or something maybe in front of the camera. It's only when he's turning to the right. I was trying to look at it.
That went up high.
Hey, start, Emma. Come on, Emma.
What gave that away? The fact she had to stand up to catch it?
2-2 the count. Swung on and missed.
Oh.
Throw down to first.
Yep.
And they get it for out number one.
Good hustle, though. Drop that. Knew she could get down to first,
Left
but
fielder, number 4,
man,
Issa
good luck beating that one out,
Aller.
and the ball was right in front of you.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Issa Aller. Bottom of the order here for the Tornadoes. Swung on and missed.
Spin it away, hit it away, East. Spin it away, hit it that way. Drive right center.
There's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back.
Find a way, clean dad. Let's go. Find a way on. Clean dad. Hit.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on down the third base line. Third baseman up with it, throws it over, and gets the out for out number 2.
Pitcher number 11, Addie Smith.
Back to the top of the order as Addie Smith strolls to the plate. Smith watches that one up high.
Right out of catcher's mitt, Addy. Oh, is it? Maybe that's why.
Time called by the batter.
Be late, man. Addy, be late.
This one up high. 2-0 here on Addie Smith. We're dealing with heat issues on the scoreboard over there, Greg. We know all about that. That's why you got a laptop tent right now.
Mm-hmm.
They were picking on us about having a little,
there's been a
a
couple
little
times.
tent.
There've been a couple times already. I've noticed the heat. What I'm assuming is the heat caused a little bit of delay here or there, but everything's holding strong.
Yeah, they picked on me for my kitty cat tent, but comes in handy during days like this.
Well, Kurt Malott asked me if I went camping with that, and I said, yeah, just stick my head in it and sleep.
That one fouled off the handle of the bat. It's 2-2.
What, Connor show up for work?
Somebody dealing with some heat problems, I think, maybe.
It's possible. I did notice they brought a umbrella over there to one of the fans here. The sun is no joke.
It really isn't.
Like, it's not terrible outside today, but the sun is no joke.
The UV's got to be close to 10. I mean, it's pretty rowdy.
Like, I can stick my head down in this tent and get in the shade, but even the glare off the screen is ridiculous. Like, it's like a mirror right now.
This one smoked right center field all the way to the fence. Smith on her horse all the way to second base with a stand-up double. And once again, these Tornadoes making noise with 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 9, Olivia Steinmetz.
That'll bring up Olivia Steinmetz.
Be a little late, Liv. Be a little late. Drive through the middle.
Steinmetz 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored today. Watches that one, catches the outside corner for a strike.
Another reason, it's nice and warm out today, Nate, is the wasp flying around.
That's right.
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Drive it that way. Drive right center.
The 0-1 misses outside. It's 1-1. Runner at second base with 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Tied at 5 apiece here in this sectional final.
Right center, Liv.
The 1-1 misses high. 2-1.
Hopefully that.
This one hit back up the middle. Summers
nice.
knocked it down, but
couldn't make a play there either.
Unable to make the play. And that'll put runners on first and third with 2 down.
And she had to run in to grab that one, and then by the time she grabbed it, there's nowhere to throw it to.
And that'll bring up Emma Doherty. Doherty is 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. And a run scored. The runner will scamper on over to second base without a throw. So you'll have runners at second and third with 2 down.
Yeah, I tell you, Nate, the sun's no joke, and medical emergencies are no joke either. But we kind of say this all the time. It even goes to show in this instance. Hopefully it's nothing major. Let's say you had to go to the hospital, get yourself some fluids or whatever. Guess what you could still do is catch the rest of this game that you were at.
You can watch it on your ride to the hospital.
For real, that's what we talk about, being front seat from anywhere. I mean, anywhere, literally. Get yourself out of the sun, get rested up. Don't miss a minute of the game.
This one fouled back into the fence. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners at second and third. You're in the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 5 apiece. Doherty watches that one outside for a ball. It's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That one outside, and it's now a full count here on Emma Doherty. You got an open base, but you don't want to play around too much here, Greg.
All right.
Be on time, hit it hard. Be on time, know your zone. Be on time, hit it hard.
So this is a dangerous spot. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose here for sure.
Swung on and missed. Nice pitch from Kaylee Summers as she gets out of the jam. Tornadoes leave 2 stranded. We're tied at 5 after 4. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Welcome back to this Division III sectional final matchup from Tiffin Columbian softball field. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here today. Lathan Chapman and Donnie Hannum doing a great job on the main cam for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. We get ready to start the 5th inning. Both these teams tied at 5 apiece.
Yeah, it's been back and forth, back and forth.
It's the first time.
Leading off the left fielder, number 10, Amari Pritchett.
It's the first time the Tornadoes were held scoreless there in that 4th inning. And I'll tell you what, Kaylee Summers, 2 quick outs and then 2 on. She had runners at second and third, but
Yeah.
came through with a big pitch.
So Tornadoes were doing some work there with 2 down, but like you said, came through in the clutch there and got her team out of the situation.
The First pitch in there for a strike. Amari Prentice at the plate.
Ooh.
Prentice is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Where'd that go?
Underneath. They're trying to, like, I swear they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to hit it.
Hey.
Like, on purpose.
When they get the dunk tank, they think I'm going to fall in a bucket of water or something
Mm-hmm.
back here.
The 0-2 up high. It's 1-2. The 1-2 fouled up and off the net. That one nearly made it over. That one would have been trouble for you, Greggy.
Tried to claim it, didn't it?
It did. One ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Addie Smith with a big strike out there. One down for Isabel Sartor.
Right fielder number 9, Isabel Sartor.
This one smacked back up the middle.
Wow.
Diving stop
Wow.
by Emma Doherty. What a play to save a base hit.
You aren't kidding, Nate. Well, you talk about how fast she had to dive at that one cameraman there. He's trying to follow the ball, and he went right past her because she just stopped right in front of that one. Just cut it right off.
Phenomenal play there. Saved a base hit for sure. She takes her glove off and looks at her hand like, yeah, that was hit pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, you heard it.
It was smoked. Swung on and missed. Alidra Johnson at the plate for the Blue Jackets. Johnson, a .267 hitter on the year.
Oh, sends that run right up to the pitcher.
And the throw over to first is in time for out number 3. Blue Streaks go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 5th. We are still tied at 5 apiece. Nate Mullins and Greg Kinn with you here on a beautiful Thursday evening for softball. Tournament softball here, folks. Can you believe it? And we got a lot of tournament action coming to you next week. As technically our final regular season game is Monday. Now, the honor games are our last regular season broadcast.
Right, but they're a special.
But that's more of a
broadcast.
special event than it is part of the regular season. As both the teams involved, I think they're just considering it basically like a scrimmage type of environment.
Yeah, I mean.
But next week, busy week for us. We got a lot on the slate. As potentially we could have a game Monday through Saturday, but it's just going to depend on sponsors. We can't be everywhere at once. So it's just going to have some sponsors step up and say, hey, we want you at our game. What's it going to take to get you to cover our game? Well,
I mean, that's how
step
this
up.
works. That's exactly how this works.
It's number 15,
Whoever
catcher,
demands it the
Bree
most, what the
McNutt.
people ask for, that's where we'll be.
Absolutely. Leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th, the catcher, Brianna McNutt. That one in the dirt.
A little bit of cloud coverage there, Nate.
I got a little bit of a breather here for just a second, but don't get too comfy.
The sun's just still so bright that even behind the cloud, it's still bright.
Yeah.
Like I still can't see.
High and outside. 2-0 here on McNutt. Yeah, this sun ain't no joke today. Came to play. This one fouled back into the net. 2-1 here on McNutt.
Everybody clap your hands.
I love how Kurt Millott works this like a stadium soundboard. It literally sounds like you're in a big league ball club.
He knows how to
ballpark.
entertain. He knows he knows how it works. It's about building that atmosphere for sure.
That's right. This one hit to second. Up with it. Throw to first. In time for out number 1.
It's not Stacy, it's not Becky, it's Layla, our first baseman.
That's good.
He said first baseman, and I just about hit the wrong button on here and put somebody on first base. Get your brain together, guys.
Layla Heyman at the plate.
Oh, man.
Smokes that one into right field. It drops for a base hit.
Nice.
A little looping liner there. We'll put Layla Heyman on first with a 1-out single.
Right fielder, number 1, Corinne Potts.
That'll bring up Corinne Plotz, who sent one over the center field fence last time she was at the plate. It was her first home run of the year.
Like it was nothing, too.
That one outside. Starts her out with the ball. The 1-0, fouled back into the net. I tell you, we had a chance to go to Xcaret for Bailey's birthday party this past Sunday. Not really a party, but just his birthday dinner, I guess.
It's always a party.
Turned 21. Greg, I got to share the video with you. Bailey tried alcohol for the first time.
Oh, Lord.
And literally, I mean, this boy is, when I say the first time, I know for a fact that this was the first time he'd ever tried alcohol. Like, most parents are like, a 21-year-old trying it for the first time? Yeah, right. No, I'm serious. I know this is the first time he's ever tried it.
Unlike the base runner there, who was very sneaky, your son, yeah, he's not a sneaky boy.
He's really not. Well, his biggest thing is he's just like me. He can't lie at all. He does not have a straight face when he tries to lie to anybody. So, but he had a great time, great evening at Xcaret. Obviously, big party. They took care of us, no problems. I think there was 14 of us in our party. My grandma, my sister, her family, my extended family, you know, the boys and their girlfriends. Because now everybody has a girlfriend to bring to dinner now. So we went from a party of 5 to a party of 7. But it was a great atmosphere, just a great time.
Now, when you say they took care of you, that include cleaning up after Bailey when you got too drunk?
Oof. Swung on and missed.
Oh.
And the throw down to first is in time for out number 2. But no, this was leading me to this part of the conversation. I need to send you the video, Greg, of him trying to take his first shot. Because they brought out the lightning or whatever, the sparkler thing that they bring out for, happy birthday. They sing the song and all that stuff. And they bring him out a shot for his 21st birthday because it's his 21st. It was a shot of tequila.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got to see that video. I got to see that face.
He couldn't do it. He didn't even drink. He didn't even swallow it. It spit out the side of his mouth because he said it tasted so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny. But yeah, great times at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. And I can't say enough about the staff there. They took great care of us. This one fouled down the third baseline. Yeah, folks, if you got a big party, that's the place to go. I mean, don't try to cram into a small little dine-in spot. Like, don't bring 20 people to Benchwarmers. Like, they can handle it, but then you're taking up the whole inside of the restaurant. So, you got a big party? Head on over to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Let them take care of you.
That, and you can let everybody in your party fill up on chips and be a little bit cheaper on your wallet.
That's right. The 1-1 swung on and missed. And it's 1-2.
Man, now I want some queso from there. Thanks a lot, Nate.
Oh, queso sounds so good. I'm a big fan of the Fundito dip. It's chorizo with queso. Oh. Here's the 1-2. Swung on. This one skied into the outfield, and the shortstop ranges over to make the play for the final out. When the Tornadoes leave one stranded, it's still tied at 5 apiece after 5. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back. This one popped up on the infield, and the first baseman will make the play in foul territory for out number 1.
Back to the top of the leadoff hitter, second baseman, number 1, Myjan Wiley.
As that was Lauren Dubois. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's quick work for Addie Smith right there. She's sitting at 80 pitches through 5 innings. Gotta bring up Myjan Wiley. Myjan Wiley. I don't know why I said it wrong. I'm probably still saying it wrong.
There in that 5th inning, Nate, that was the first inning where neither team was able to put up any runs on the board.
Yeah.
Staying at a stalemate here.
Swung on, hit into right field. This one's going to get down for a base hit. And Myjan Wiley on base for her second hit of the ball game. She is now 2 for 3 with a walk.
11, Akila Jones.
And 2 runs scored.
Akila, my fault.
Akila Jones steps into the batter's box. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a run scored. That one upstairs. Was that ball? Are they saying ball over there?
I think so.
That's funny. That's original. I haven't heard that one yet, Greg.
It sounded like the...
That's pretty original.
It sounded like the...
Mine?
Yeah. I was going to say the birds from
Finding
Nemo, but they were the ball.
Oh, yeah. I knew it right away. I was like, wait, are they saying ball and not mine?
Birds are over there chirping, mate.
That's great. I love it. I haven't heard that one yet. That's good.
I love goofy stuff like that.
Me too.
It's going to have me saying it now.
The 2-0 in there for a strike. Throw down is in time.
Wow.
Not only a great throw, but I'll tell you, the tag by Doherty there.
Yeah,
to be able to snag it, and then she had to do a complete 180 spin to get that tag down.
Yeah,
what a play. That's out number 2, and that's a big out. As if they don't get that, that puts a runner in scoring position here.
It's changed things around big time there.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Jones sends this one flying into center field. Back, and off the fence.
Oh, man.
Get it.
I thought it went out.
Oh, it bounced back in. Yeah, I lost it in the shot there, but then you seen it bounce back into the ground.
Yep.
So close. I don't know if you could get closer to being out in there.
And she sent that one for a ride straight out to straightaway center. But just short of going over.
third baseman number 2, Michaela Popke.
That'll put a runner at second with 2 down for Michaela Popke. That one in the dirt. Popke is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout on the day. This one swung on, hit into center field. Center fielder ranging back.
Nice.
And she makes the play for the final out. Blue Streaks leave one stranded. We're still tied at 5 apiece. Heading to the bottom of the 6th. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn here with you on a beautiful Thursday evening. And this sectional final matchup between Tiffin Columbian and Sandusky.
Both these teams really just turning it on here late in this one, Nate. Really locking in here.
And I mean, this is what you get when you have 2 teams who are so familiar with each other. You know, these teams know each other. They played each other twice, once at the beginning of the season, once at the end of the season. So it's not like, you know, they played them early and it's a different team. It's like, no, they've seen both versions of this team. They've seen the early version, they've seen the late version. They know what they have to offer.
Both these teams know that the other team has a big play potential, you know, explosive type of play. So like that's why they have to make these extraordinary dives and catches and things like that, because they know even the littlest error they'll take advantage of so quickly.
And these kind of games come down to these little things, you know, moving runners over.
Yeah,
being patient at the plate.
Like we've seen some great explosive plays from both teams already, and it's like defensively you got to be able to make sure you stop those things from happening, you know.
These are the kind of games that come down to the one play, you know. Who's going to make that one play? Emma Blatt strolls to the plate as we get ready to start this bottom half of the 6th inning.
She says, I'm going to make this one play, Nate. I'm going to send it out here.
This one
Ooh.
fouled, and it hits the batter's box. Good eye by the ump there. Caught that one. I'll tell you what, Blues done a great job today, both of them. Outstanding game for both umpires today.
Haven't seen anything that anybody would be complaining about. Some great calls.
Swung on and missed. 0-2 is the count here on Emma Blatt. Summers misses with that one outside. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Gets away from the catcher. She's up with it. Throw down to first. Is off the mark.
Oh, wow.
So the runner will be safe.
And that's exactly why.
She gets the strikeout, but the runner stays safe on base. She's headed all the way to third base.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the ball went real wild, huh?
And they're going to keep her at third, but, man, Greg, that turns from a strikeout into a runner at third.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Nate. That's about as far apart as you can get aside from her scoring. Like, what are we talking about here now?
She swung all the way through.
Thank you, Kurt. I want a pitch runner for 12, 7 for 12, 7 for 12. Pitch runner.
And a little bit of a just a little discussion, clearing things up, making sure.
Yeah, I mean, because that's always going to happen with a play like that, Nate. A big-time, potentially game-changing play. Everybody's going to want to make sure that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and everybody, you know, is on the same page there.
Well, Greg, it's crazy. We talked about it right before the start of this inning. These games, they come down to those one plays. Who's going to make that one play?
You know, and we've seen multiple times, and we've already seen it in this game, a strikeout that the catcher didn't grab, but, you know, much easier to get the throw down to first there. But Like I said, Nate, that's why you take off on those every time because you never know when something like that's going to happen. That throw beat her out, but it just wasn't on the target. And now she's sitting on third base.
Yep. And this is a golden opportunity here for the Tornadoes. Runner at third with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, just flipped the script on that one completely. Well, from having one out, nobody on base, like you said, runner on third and no outs now.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be feeling good about that one. Late here in this one, you just want to try to squeeze that lead in there.
Summers fires that one in there for a strike. Issa Aller at the plate.
Expect to see some heat on these throws, you know. Get you a little angry with mental mistakes and errors and things like that. So you want to get your team back in the right spot.
So a walk issued to Issa Aller. And then I'll bring up Addie Smith. Smith has put her imprint all over this one so far, obviously on the mound, but also at the plate. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a home run.
It's a good spot to help her team out here.
And the runner is off, but no throw.
It's just because you saw they just having flashbacks of what just happened with the errant throw there.
Yeah. That's a smart play by the catcher there. Just eat it.
Yep, your initial instinct is to want to throw that ball, and they knew that.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Smith underneath of that one.
I expect this pitcher to be locked in here, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Stay on, drive it that way, girl.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit back up the middle, and it's going to get down for a base hit. An infield single will score a run, and the Tornadoes take the lead once again. It's 6-5.
Hey, kind of seen it there. Everybody in the field kind of not sure where they wanted to go with that one. Just a perfect spot for that ball to land.
Third baseman, number 9, Olivia Steinmetz.
Yeah, that one hit. It was such a soft
Yeah, is that right? To the
looper, and it just like kind of hung up there for a couple seconds. This one hit to short. Shortstop underhands to second. No relay. So they get out number 1. We'll have runners at first and third with 1 out. The speed out of the box there by Steinmetz was able to beat that one out. They knew better than to even try to throw that one down because, Greg, if that throws off the mark, there's another run scored.
Yeah.
This one fouled back.
Yeah, a comment by somebody here. It said, "Go blue," and I'm trying to figure out which team he's talking about.
Emma Doherty at the plate. 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored.
You got yourselves in the driver's seat now. Just take control of this one.
Here's the 0-1 from Summers. Up high and outside. And the runner will scamper on over to second base with no throw.
And it's just crazy, yeah. It's just crazy how they know that they're going to get away with that because they're going to want to throw that ball.
Mm-hmm. Even if it throws on the mark, that's going to send that runner from third as soon as she throws that.
Yeah, it's just a bad situation there.
That one fouled off the net, so this isn't Arena League. That doesn't count as an out. That one misses high. It's 1-2. 2-2. 2-2 here. Runners at second and third. 1 out. Tornadoes lead 6-5. This one fouled straight back. And out of play.
Tense situation here. Blue Streaks trying to limit the damage being done. Tornadoes are like sharks in the water just circling.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, foul tipped back. Just staying alive there. She just got a piece of that one.
I'll tell you, Nate, if you have a history of heart problems, I wouldn't suggest sitting behind the backstop with attention.
It gets you a little jumpy.
Especially when I'm looking at a tent, so I don't really see it coming. It's just smack.
Track. Doherty hits this one foul. Out of play. Well, that motorcycle driver's probably a little lucky he wasn't just about 2 seconds sooner.
Oh, man.
Because that one would have took him right out.
Ugh.
You imagine taking a softball off the chest, doing 25 down a side road?
Nope. That's just one of those, like, punches to the face kind of thing. You're like, what the?
Here's a 2-2. Swung on, fouled off the net. Doherty's putting together a nice at-bat here.
Middle backside here. Come on.
Pitcher there doing the classic grab a little dirt on the hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a day like today, palms are probably sweaty right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
knees weak.
something like that.
Arms are heavy.
Want some mom spaghetti. That one, hey, at least it hit the
off
tire.
the tire.
That's the best spot it could have hit it.
Boink.
I don't think there's a better spot for the ball to hit your car than the rubber. Now they got to do the search for who's got a softball.
They found a ball boy over there. He had one.
Win this pitch, Emma. Head on, win this pitch. See you next. See you next. Come on, Emma.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. This one chopped
Nice.
past the glove of the third baseman and into the outfield for a base hit. And Doherty stretches that single over to second base. So now runners at second and third, still with 1 out.
Another run.
It's now 7-5, Tiffin Columbian.
It's not the McRib, it's a McNutt.
You have to go back and watch this one after the game, Nate. That was a great shot right there with the camera guys on that one. It's perfect. They were right behind the outfielder there as the ball went right past their glove. It was a nice shot.
McNutt hits this one into left field. The left fielder unable to make the play off of her glove.
And you see the frustration.
1 run will score, and 2 runs will score. It's now 9-5, Tiffin Columbian.
And she sneaks on down the second. They said, give us it all.
We'll take it all.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to keep on going.
Like I said, get runners on, get runners over, and get runners in. That's the key today for Tiffin Columbian.
Yeah, you see the frustration on the pitcher there. And when they make that catch, kind of dropped her face mask. Like, oh, come on. We're so close in this one, and now it's just slipping away.
Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Layla Heyman.
So it's tied at 5 here in this bottom of the 6th when we started this. But these Tornadoes put together a run here.
Putting in some work in this inning for sure. We got ourselves a mound, is it? Yeah, they've just completely busted this game wide open here in this inning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can imagine the frustration right now that the Lady Streaks are feeling. Like, oh, come on, man.
Right?
We just made it through all these innings, going toe-to-toe with these guys. Now it's a couple more mistakes. You know, the throw down to first, there's your first mistake. Missing the catch out there in the outfield is the second mistake. They're just little mistakes that are going to cost you this game. And it's so frustrating, man.
I can do that too, Kurt.
Yeah, it's so frustrating to be a good team. And
Mine's
in
an organ, though.
So frustrating to be a good team, to hang with a good team, and then to just make a couple mistakes and watch it start to slip away like that.
Right.
Because, you know,
yeah, that's a good point.
When you're playing a good team, you're odds of them making the same amount of mistakes in the next and final inning, not very good.
Yeah.
See everybody on Monday,
So, yeah.
26th.
definitely a good time for a mound visit there to get everybody's head in the right place. 'Cause like I said, Nate, you could tell that pitcher's very frustrated after that one.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want that frustration in her head. It'll get to you.
Layla Heyman at the plate for Tiffin Columbian. She's 1 for 3 on the day.
Man, Nate, they put up 4 runs and they still only have 1 out.
Yeah, they're really batting around in this inning.
So I got a little bit of work to do to get them out of here.
The 1-0 smoked but foul down the third baseline. Keeping Kate Fote on her toes down there. One ball, 1 strike. Runner down to second. That one in there for a strike. It drops in.
Mm-hmm. That one looked like it hit slow motion right before it got there.
She took a little bit off of that one. Well, it's so hard to pick that up, too, because, Greg, the motion doesn't change. Like, she's still throwing it just as hard, but it's just not – it's not coming out as hard, you know?
Some gentle release.
Oh, nice play by the third baseman.
Yeah.
She picks it and throws it over for the second out.
That was a great job just reaching right out there.
Impressive job by the third baseman.
Right fielder, number 1,
Michaela
Simonis
Popke
Detailing.
comes up with that snag. Probably saves a run there, Greg.
Yeah. Yeah, because that one was going to cruise a little ways, and that's going to cost them some time to get it back up into the field.
Mm-hmm. The 2 down. And a runner on second base. Corinne Plotz strolls to the plate for the Tornadoes.
She had the home run earlier in the game.
She
right?
did.
Or one of the home runs.
That one misses.
I don't know about you, Nate, but she don't look like she's big enough to hit a home run.
Maybe that's why they played that dramatic music. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed. And she shook her head after that one. She knows she shouldn't have swung at that one, but sometimes they're tempting.
So, of course, I should watch my mouth, too. I don't want to get beat up by a high school softball player.
Mm-mm.
That wouldn't be a good look for me.
That one misses outside. 3-1 the count here.
That's always one of my favorite things, watching the catcher try to pull it, frame it over into the center. Catch it, go.
The 3-1 misses low.
Ooh.
And we'll have runners at first and second.
Next up, the center fielder, number 8, Beef Britches, Maisie Malott.
Maisie Malott strolls to the plate. Malott trying to get in on the hit party today. She's still searching for her first base hit. The 0-1.
Oh, man.
Smoked foul.
Give it to God. Change your thoughts. Let's go.
No balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Tornadoes have plated 4 here in this bottom half of the 6th. Here's the 0-2 from Summers. Swung on and missed. And the throw down to first is out number 3. But the Tornadoes put 4 on the board. They lead it 9-5 as we head to the top of the 7th. And the Lady Streaks down to potentially their final 3 outs here. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Kuhn Sales and Service, we've got everything you need for outdoor power, sales, parts, and repairs. Family owned and operated since 1979, our friendly, knowledgeable team is here to help you find the perfect equipment, no matter the season. Make Kuhn Sales and Service your first stop for outdoor power equipment. You'll be glad you did. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Tornado Softball Field. We're here for this Division III sectional final matchup between Tiffin Columbian and the Sandusky Lady Streaks. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Greg the Wizard Kinn as we start this top half of the 7th inning. Columbian leading Sandusky 9-5.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not a mistake, folks, if you were just watching. If you happen to miss any of that last inning.
We were tied at 5 since the 4th inning, but the Tornadoes put 4 on the board there in the bottom half of the 6th to take the lead. Kaylee Summers at the plate. The 2-0 hit into left center field. Center fielder ranging under it and makes the play for out number 1. Maisie Malott puts that one out.
Nice deep hit there.
Catcher,
It's not enough to get
38,
out.
Savannah Palmer.
I'll tell you, the hardest thing for some of these girls, Greg, is knowing that this is probably going to be their last game, you know? Like if there's any of these seniors out here.
Yeah, this is always the
It's so
always
hard.
the time of the year it kind of gets you in the feels a little bit
Because you're going every day for 3 months straight, and then all of a sudden it's just over?
Yeah, and it's like, you start the season off with your seniors in football, and then you're like, okay, football ends or whatever, you get to see them in basketball. Okay, basketball ends, and now it's springtime, but this is it after this.
That's right. This one hit to short. Doherty up with it. Throw over to first on the one-hop. Nice stretch by the first baseman.
Yeah, you weren't kidding.
Layla Heyman stretching out to make the play.
So your teammate there did a great job of snagging that one. Could maybe give her a better throw on it, but she made the best out of that one.
Absolutely.
But again, Nate, I'm not going to say too much because I know I couldn't make any throw like that. So.
Amari Prentice.
But 2 outs as Amari Prentice strolls to the plate.
This could be the last out here, Nate.
Prentice is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts here today.
Man, and I wouldn't want to be in this position. I don't want to be the last person up.
Nope.
No way, man.
I've been there, though. It was Little League, but still, I've been there. It sucks. That one hit back up the middle, and she says, I'm not going to be the last out.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
And that's what you need if you're the Blue Streaks. Anything to get this rally going,
Yeah, if the Tornadoes could do it, you could do it. It's not impossible to come back in this one.
This one hit into left center field, and that
Nice
one gets
hit
down
again.
for a base hit. So back-to-back base hits. Puts runners at first and second for Alidra Johnson.
Alidra Johnson.
Yeah, just like that. Got him moving around the bases now.
That was Isabel Sartor's second hit of the game. She's 2 for 4 with an RBI. This one hit back up the middle, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Almost identical hits right there.
So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Like, what just happened, Nate?
And quickly, the Blue Streaks got a little rally going here.
Center fielder number 17.
And this is
Du Bois.
It's an interesting situation here, Nate.
And now you have Lauren Dubois strolling to the plate here.
We're talking about a situation where you strike this girl out, game's over.
Yeah.
This girl hits a home run, grand slam, we're tied up again.
And she hits this one into left center field. It's going to get down. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. The relay cut off.
Wow.
And it's a 2-run ball game.
2 down, 2 outs, 2-run ball game. Fighting here, fighting.
And these Lady Streaks will not go away quietly.
Leadoff hitter, number 1, Myjan Wiley.
And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Myjan Wiley. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a walk, 2 runs scored. Addie Smith trying to close this one out for the Tornadoes.
I'll tell you, Nate, I didn't put it past the Lady Streaks to bring this one close again here, but I didn't think they'd be doing it with 2 out.
This one hit past the shortstop into left field. 1 run will score. They're going to send the runner from third, and they've got her in a rundown.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
And they'll throw down to third, and
Wow.
she'll be safe.
Wow.
But the Blue Streaks
Wow.
now within a run. It's 9-8. And they still got runners on second and third with 2 down.
They just
Number
keep
11, Akila.
nailing these pitches, man. They're just sending these right into the sweet spot out there.
And for Wiley, she's now 3 for 4 on the day with an RBI and 2 runs scored. This one chopped back to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time for the final out. So the Tornadoes, Blue Streaks make it interesting, but the Tornadoes close it out, and they will move on.
The way she dropped that ball, Nate, is that
Shoo.
sigh of relief of, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
Because, the Lady Streaks made that one way too scary for the Tornadoes here at the end.
What a ball game here today.
They weren't trying to go home, Nate. They weren't trying to be done.
And the Lady Tornadoes are the sectional finals champions here, as they'll take home the victory and they'll move on to the district round where they'll face they'll face Norwalk in Willard. That's next Thursday, 6 o'clock first pitch. And we hope to bring that to you live right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. If you're a Tiffin Columbian fan and you happen to own a business in the area and you're looking at this and you're saying, hey, we want you to be there, well, hey, let us know. Tell us you want us to be there. We need all the sponsor help we can get in order to make that happen. But once again, your final score, Tiffin Columbian 9, Sandusky 8. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And we'll give you our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. That's all coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
All right, welcome back here at Tornado Softball Field, as the Lady Tornadoes are finishing up the huddle with the coach, and I'm sure they'll be celebrating soon as they wrapped up their sectional championship here at Tornado Field with a 9-8 win over Sandusky. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here on the postgame show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Boy, what a ball game this one was, Greg.
Oh, absolutely. They made it exciting right there at the end, no doubt about that. And then you see the Streaks, man, they absolutely played like this was the last game, with no doubt about it. I mean, down 2 outs there in the final inning, and they just fought and fought and fought. Columbian says, we're going to get out of this one, luckily. And you said a little sigh of relief on their face when they
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
The pitcher snagged up that last one and threw it over to first base. I said, whew. Shwoo. But, yeah, you knew it was going to be a good game all the way through this one. Tied at 5 most of the way through this. All of a sudden, Columbian just busted wide open with 4 runs in an inning. You're just like, whoa, what's going on here? And the Streaks said, listen, we can do that too. Well, we can match you. And they just about did. They just about did. That came real close. It came down to the rundown there.
Yeah, it did. It came down to that last out, that last batter. And I tell you,
I was just saying, if they didn't get
runners at second and third,
if they didn't get that throw in fast enough to even force that run down, you're talking about tie game already right there.
Yeah, or worse. I mean, it could have scored both runs there. So, once again, you're tuned in here on the postgame show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your final score 9-8. Tiffin Columbian picks up a win, and they move on to the district round where they will play Norwalk. That's next Thursday in Willard. 6 o'clock first pitch for that one. Hoping to be on the call for that, Lathan Chapman getting a little boogity-boo in the background there. We're hoping to be on the call for that one, but folks, once again, it's up to you. It's up to our sponsors. We're going to obviously hit up all the sponsors on this list to try to see if they're interested in covering more tournament baseball and softball. But
what, you mean this list right here?
We always are looking for more sponsors to add, and some of these might not pick up tournament softball, so we could definitely use some help to try to bring these broadcasts to you and keep them live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lease Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, let's get to our player of the game, brought to you by our friends at Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. And I'll tell you what, Greg, there was a lot of contributors today. Yeah. A lot of girls really played a key factor in this one. Emma Doherty had some outstanding plays, especially at shortstop, a couple of defensive gems.
There's no doubt about it that this was a whole team win.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody played their part in this one.
Absolutely. Corinne Plotz had a home run, 2 RBIs. And I talked about Emma Doherty. She was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. But you really, man, the one that kind of kept this engine going and set the tone for this team, Addie Smith. Home run, a double, 3 for 4 at the plate, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. But also on the mound, Greg, she kept things under control for the most part in this one.
Right, absolutely. And, we talk about everybody playing their part, the whole team win. So if you look at it all like a bunch of gears, then she was just maybe the slightly bigger gear here today that kept things going. Like you said, kept the drive going, kept the team going, kept the rallies going, and kept the other team from scoring too many points to get them to win here.
And kept the season going.
Yeah.
Because they're moving on.
Absolutely.
And they will play Norwalk next Thursday in Willard. in the district semifinal.
Gathered up over there for big smiles. Nice picture. Got to be feeling good after this
Absolutely. And you should be feeling good after this one because this is a big win, a sectional championship for these Tornadoes. And that's something to celebrate for sure.
Yeah, they should head on out to Benchwarmers and celebrate.
I think that's a great idea, Greg.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Cheese curds are a great celebratory item.
I think just about everything they have on that menu. Oh, my goodness. I'm not kidding, folks. Like, you think that we're just saying these things. That menu, that's one that you could sit there and say, give me one of everything.
They're in my rotation, at least twice a month. More likely about once a week.
I mean, if you didn't know this, that's why the Coach's Corner is my favorite show.
Once again, Tiffin Columbian, sectional champions. They win today over Sandusky. 9-8 is your final score.
And our player of the game?
Our player of the game, one more time, Addie Smith, taking home the Player of the Game award. She'll get a gift card to Benchwarmers. And we'll try to see if we can get an interview with her before we get wrapped up here. But nevertheless, Greg, what a phenomenal ball game. What a great time.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to be back on it next week as we've got more high school baseball and softball coming to you next week.
A lot more.
A lot more. We have our final regular season game, I guess is what you want to call it. Tiffin Columbian taking on Clay, Oregon Clay, this Monday. That'll be a 5 o'clock first pitch live from Tornado Field. And then if we can get some sponsors to cover some of these games, we've got our eyes on a few games next week, including, we've got our eyes on this Columbian softball game on Thursday. Calvert's got a possible district, or they do have a district semifinal against the winner of Danbury and Cardinal Stritch. That'll be played at Margaretta on the 21st. And then Hopewell Loudon plays Seneca East in baseball. That's on the 23rd, so that's next Friday. Thanks. So, yeah, that's next Friday, Hopewell Loudon versus Seneca East. That's a 5 o'clock first pitch. And then next Saturday is the district finals for softball. So you have a lot of action going on as we're looking at some potential matchups there. We'll keep our eyes on how things shake out. But obviously, these Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, they're looking to make some noise in this postseason, Greg.
As I say, Nate, as far as the sponsors go, we got a lot of action coming up, and it's coming fast. So don't waste any time. Get a hold of us now. I mean, this weekend is the time to get in, get a hold of us, get locked in for these games. That way we can get you some nice fancy graphics if we have to, get you on the list, and get you rocking and rolling for some tournament baseball. But you got to get a hold of us. It's happening fast, folks.
That's right. It is fast, and it goes by with like a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Literally, we've got the next 3 weeks of high school baseball and softball tournament action, and then we're done until football. So if you want to get on board with us, now is a great time. I mean, there's a lot of people watching these games. So we're going to have a lot of eyes on these tournament games over the next 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, the tournament games, big-time eyes on those.
Great opportunity for a small business to get their name out there and spread the word about what they're doing, but also a great way for you to show support for these athletes. Because I'm telling you what, when these athletes go back and watch these games, they see these sponsors and they remember them.
Well, it's like I said, Nate, they're always very happy and appreciative that we're here at these games, and we're here because of you guys.
That's right.
That's the only reason we can be here. So
let's thank our sponsors one more time, and then we'll get out of here. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, your Legacy Federal Credit Union, National Machinery, Hope in Fostoria, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, UIS Insurance and Investments, Lee's Floor Covering, Vicek Orthodontics, Kuhn Sales and Service, Simonis Detailing, the Ohio Army National Guard, and Feasel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State, heart of Ohio sports. All right, that's going to do it. Your final score, Tiffin Columbian 9, Sandusky 8. Congratulations to the Columbian Lady Tornadoes on their sectional championship as they move on to the district round next Thursday at Willard. But for Lathan Chapman, Donnie Hannum, and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins signing off from Tornado Softball Field. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a great night, everybody.